And today we're talking about Endolift, which
Yes.
you have just recently onboarded into your clinic.
Absolutely.
What caught your attention about Endolift specifically?
Endolift, it's something I watched on social media by chance many months ago. It caught my attention because even on social media or on adverts you could see the immediate effects. Very little downtime, enthused patients by the results, and actually a confirmation that I needed this for my clinic was a trip to Milan that I did recently to another aesthetics clinic, and I actually saw their results and their before and afters. So after that I was convinced that this is something I should be able to offer to my patients as well.
Fantastic. Now, I'm a clinic owner myself, and I know how it is when there's lots of different companies offering lots of different devices. And sometimes, obviously, everyone's going to try and represent what they do in the best light possible. Now that you've had Endolift, you've used it, you've had your own patients give their feedback, what is your experience of that?
I think the experience was amazing. I think the adverts are actually underselling the product. It's an amazing product. There's hardly any downtime, easy for an experienced doctor to use, hardly any bleeding, relatively pain-free, not general anesthesia. People can go back to their daily activities of life immediately. It's just amazing. But what is mostly the most amazing thing is the results are immediately.
Yes.
You can see them and they're long lasting as well. And actually the patients themselves, it's actually jaw-dropping when you see the after, because it's like instant. And the other amazing thing is we all know that through collagen stimulation, the results will continue to improve for 12 weeks and beyond.
Fantastic. So you've got a wealth of experience. You've worked with injectables for years, you've worked with threads for years. Comparatively with things like threads, because sometimes the general public, they don't actually know about all the different treatments, and they want to know, say, a thread treatment which will give a lift versus Endolift which gives a lift. How would you describe the difference and why you might be feeling one over the other?
With threads, you have to choose your patients very carefully, because obviously if your patient has a little bit of heavy jowls, a little bit of a double chin, are a little bit heavier than average, they might not work as well. With the Endolift, the beauty is you can actually make it work for every skin type, for every size, for every type of patient. Plus the result is definitely long lasting, at least a couple of years.
Okay, good. Now, it's important that whenever we're enthusiastic about a new device, that it's in our clinic, that we're getting great results. Are there any drawbacks, any side effects, anything that you would think that you would want to say comparatively to other treatments that are out there, and its safety profile compared to other treatments as well?
As far as my experience says, and as far as I could see, because I actually did some patients hands-on today, there's hardly any side effects, and there's actually no risks with this treatment. Of course, there's contraindications to allergies, because obviously we will be using certain anesthetics, and other contraindications which obviously the clinician obtains when they do the patient's history and consent forms. But generally speaking, it's an extremely low risk procedure.
Okay, brilliant. So I've been in clinic today working with you, and it's been a great honor and pleasure. You've had your own clients in, and in terms of measurable outcomes to them, because this is really what matters, is our clients and our patients. What percentage improvement, if 0 is no change and 100% is like a brand new, what is the feedback been like today from your patients?
The good thing is we had a female and a male client.
Good.
And actually the lady patient said that she could see an improvement of at least 80% of what she expected. Actually not what she expected compared to a perfect face of hers.
Okay.
And the gentleman said about 90% improvement of what would be an ideal picture of him, or like a self-portrait.
Brilliant. So for anyone that's interested in Endolift, if they wanted to get in touch with the clinic and if they wanted a consultation with you to find out more, what's the best way that they can go about doing that?
Well, there's many ways. They can contact us directly through social media, website www.viaesthetics.com. They can book online, give us a call, pop into the clinic. It's possible with all sorts of platforms.
Okay. And last question, and this is a very hard question to ask you. If you had to sum up Endolift in one word, I'm only going to give you one word. If you had to use one word to describe Endolift, what would you say?
Just one word or a phrase?
Okay, give you a phrase.
The best possible non-surgical facelift.
There you have it.